pathetic. You're also like again, you're Sporcle, fun website, but like you're also your Sporcle. It's
Not
not like
anymore. You know
Apple.
what's a more fun website? Daily Dozen. That's what's a more
Yep.
fun
There you
website.
go.
Hey, there's discussion about maybe making something for the Yak,
Hell yeah, good.
so they don't have to use
Sporkle
this.
killer.
They don't have to use
Yeah.
this trash website anymore. Rundown, April 3rd, 2025. Disney Boys, Jeff D. Lowe, Robbie, Clem, coming at you with one of the most jam-packed news days in the history of the Rundown.
Oh yeah.
People are saying there's never been more news than today. Everyman Jack, sponsor of the Rundown today. Clean men's care brand, made specifically for guys. Going with us all throughout March. Right now, I know into April, Rico Bosco, currently on a bus to San Antonio. He's using Everyman Jack to make sure it doesn't smell on this bus with people as he drives on down to San Antonio for the Final Four. Every product made with naturally derived ingredients, no harsh chemicals. Everyman Jack makes it easy to clean up your routine. Smell great. It's sandalwood, cedarwood, coconut. The cedarwood's the one that I tried. Fantastic. Best part is all affordable too. You don't got to drop 15 plus bucks on body wash or deodorant. All under $10 with Everyman Jack. First men's personal care brand. You don't have to compromise on price, scent, or quality. Shop Everyman Jack body wash and deodorant at Walmart, Target, Amazon, and everymanjack.com. Yeah, there's not a ton going on. I was kidding.
Nope.
Not a ton.
April
From the other
Fools.
day, though, probably the biggest movie news. I don't even. No, okay, so not counting like the Avengers and stuff like that. Non like comic booky Star Wars movie news released in forever, and they did it on April Fools, which
Yeah.
was crazy.
Crazy.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, elite movie. I love it. One of my favorites. It's getting a sequel. And it's going to be directed by Social Network, Fight Club, Gone Girl, Seven director David Fincher. Brad Pitt's coming back. Apparently, Leo probably coming back. Crazy. No, it was. I couldn't believe it. It took me. It took me like a couple hours to confirm that it was not an April Fool's joke because nobody believed it at first.
Yeah. We were texting back and forth the night of, like, is this April
Yeah.
Fool's? So-and-so just put it out. We were like tracking how many outlets were running with it and not running with it and who is keeping the story back. I was texting everyone I knew, is this April Fool's? Is it not? I got to ask you, Jeff, as a Once Upon a Time fan, like you're probably the biggest fan I know of that movie. Is there part of you that feels like you wish Tarantino would throw away his 10 film rule, direct this himself, and then make whatever he wants to make as his final movie? Or are you intrigued by the fact that this is like a Tarantino Fincher collab tag team?
Well, he loves David Fincher. He's always gone on record as being a huge fan of Fincher. So I'm not shocked that he had Fincher do it. I also saw that apparently Brad Pitt loved it so much that he wanted to keep it alive. I think the Tarantino 10 movie rule thing is stupid. I think it's dumb. I love Tarantino. He's a genius. He's brilliant. I think that's just it's dumb. Like make movies. Like you're one of the few who can make a movie that gets people into the theaters that doesn't require previous IP, all that shit. Now, ironically, he's doing a sequel.
Yeah.
But stop doing the 10 movie thing. Stop. Like that's just terrible. The positive thing is though, David Fincher's been at Netflix for a while now, and things that he has directed himself, they have been kind of a dud. He did a Fassbender movie last year. It was like whatever. He did that Mank movie, which was more of
Yeah.
a thing about like his family. He was a script that his father
Passion
wrote.
project. Yeah.
Yeah, so he hasn't done much. And like Fincher's one of the best in Hollywood, and he's just doing these like kind of whatever Netflix movies. So to do this is great. It's going to be on Netflix now. I hope it gets in theaters for a little bit.
Oh,
It's
it
got to go in
has
there for at
to,
least a
right?
week or two, right?
Yeah, it has to. I mean, they put like Glass Onion in theaters. If you're putting Glass Onion in theaters, you got to give
Right.
Tarantino Fincher the. I think they did The Killer for like maybe a week in some theaters too. So
Right.
but this deserves like a full theatrical run, especially like it's two of the great filmmakers of our time for sure. Fincher's kind of in a lose-lose. I feel like though. I feel like if he crushes it, people are still going to ask, what is Tarantino's version? What did that look like? And if he ruins it, it'll be like, oh, I'm sure Tarantino would have crushed it.
Can
And
we
they're-
just delete a Tarantino movie? Is there a Tarantino movie we could all just delete and then he has some wiggle room to do it himself?
Yeah, I don't know.
Got
Like
Death
it's just
Proof.
it's so dumb, and he like Because doesn't part of it he counts Kill Bill as one?
Yes, and it's
That's
like,
like
all
that's
right, you already broke the
yeah,
rules
that's
because
like
they released separately, and it's like I think he counts Death Proof as one as well. I like Death Proof, but that was released as a double feature with Grindhouse too. So it's like, can we count that as half? Can we start working with point fives?
And they lived happily ever after in Hollywood. Once upon a time in Hollywood, like this is volume
yeah.
two, essentially,
He
right?
Yes.
he my one thing with him is, which I don't know if he'd ever admit this. I would do wonder if there's a little bit of him that's like scared to make another one. He basically refers to Once Upon a Time Hollywood as like his peak. Like people say
Yeah.
what's his best. He like struggles to say like he doesn't come out and say oh well, these all stink. This is the best one. Like, but I think he's gone on record a couple times saying that like that is kind of the culmination of everything in his career. So I understand maybe being like shit. Like, do I just want to end on that? But I don't know. I mean, he's got many more. You get Clint Eastwood still making movies.
Yeah,
What are
good
we
ones
doing
too.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on, just make another one. Very different styles though too. Fincher's all digital. Fincher's a
Do you think
lot
he'll
of.
go back to film for this?
I don't know. I don't. I'd be shocked. That's a massive departure
Yeah.
from. That would be as much of a departure as Tarantino doing all digital. Like that's exactly the same thing. So there's two
Yeah.
very different types of movie makers. I don't know. It's a good thing though.
I wonder if
Crazy though.
there's anyone else other than Fincher Tarantino would have approved.
Hmm.
Probably Nolan.
I was thinking like maybe Nolan, maybe I
He
mean
does like
obviously like the
Nolan.
big names fucking I don't think Spielberg or Scorsese are taking something like this, but like
His
I don't
his
know.
favorite his favorite movies of the 21st century, I believe, are I think it's like Dunkirk and Social Network.
Oh, okay, so that would make
Yeah,
sense.
or since like 2010 or something like that. So they are up there. So that would make sense. I mean, remember I was watching a thing yesterday. Remember he almost directed Casino Royale. They
Hmm.
told him
He wanted to
no.
do a rated R Star Trek a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
his Casino Royale was going to be Pierce Brosnan in the 50s. It was going to be black and white.
Weird. I mean, like
Yeah, it's
I would
very
have loved
weird.
to see it, but like Casino Royale is also like my favorite Bond movie, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
grateful we got what we got.
I almost want to like. It sounds like such a like an old man take to like ban April Fool's jokes, but like when and, like you then like you can't announce anything on April 1st if it's real then. But
Yes.
like anything that's not like live important big news, if it's on April 1st, it's fake, and we're all gonna say it's fake because like there was something in like the Giants world that like this podcast that broke up. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is fake," and it was real, but everyone had to say it was fake for like a full
Yep.
fucking day, and it's just I and like a lot of the April Fool's jokes. Let's be honest, they stink at this point. We've
They
kind of just run their
stink.
course. So
Yeah,
this,
I mean, as one of the snack boys, I mean, the food companies are still doing
oh, Jeffrey.
like the
Yeah.
food company, like, all right, like it's like, hey, pickle M&M's. Like, all right, okay, like that's like, actually, I think that's above M&M's. M&M's doesn't do April Fools. Apologies to M&M's, but
But sometimes people come up with awesome ideas. It's like, got you
yeah,
guys. You're never going to see this in store. It's like, I had my money out, man. You just tell me where. So,
there
yeah,
was a
it's tough.
lazy one I saw this year. Lazy. It was like it was Dr. Pepper. It was like a Dr. Pepper Tic Tac thing, and it was like little mini cans. I'm like, no, but who would ever think that?
Oh.
That's not even a good attempt.
No.
Like, what is this? It's like, yes, it's all right. Let's move on. You get it's some of like the crappy clickbait sports accounts are doing things. They'd be like, hey, Michael
Yeah.
Jordan's coming back. It's like, all right, and it's like what
Yeah.
is this 2010? Like, what are we doing here?
Epic meme.
Yeah, that's why we didn't. But that's why we didn't believe this thing.
Yeah.
Ironically, I think April Fool's peaked when, who was it? Cardale Jones had what was it, May Fool or March Fools? When he said he was going back to Ohio State or something like that. And he was like a month off and he just straight up was like, March Fools. Everyone's like, what? You can't do that. Like at that point, April Fool's should have just been done with.
Rundown also brought to you by Pardon My Cheesesteak. Great, fantastic
I
meal to
mean,
have, especially for uh,
good April Fool's joke by them too. I'm not by them, but by Jerry O'Connell. We're talking about bad
yeah.
April Fool's jokes. That one really got me.
They got Max. Well, the boys will be there. I believe you can get your cheesesteaks at the in San Antonio where the
Mhm.
last four teams compete in the big dance.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Nice. Good work,
Part of
Jeff.
My Cheesesteak offers a wide variety of cheesesteaks, loaded fries, popular desserts, all delivered right to your door, or at arenas, venues. I feel like almost every stadium has Part of My Cheesesteak now. Partofmycheesesteak.com to order with code PMC20 for 20% off your order. PMC20 for 20% off your order. Eat those this weekend when you're watching those last four teams
Yeah.
compete
And
to win a
hey,
title.
tell Big Cat and PFT we sent you. Okay, when they
Yeah.
show up with your
Hey,
cheesesteak, say, "Hey, the
yeah, go
rundown
go
boys sent
find
you."
them at the
Disney
Alamo
voice sent
Dome.
me.
Yeah.
The Alamo Dome, the most concrete stadium of all time, the Alamo Dome.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Makes
it's just
sense.
that is the literal definition of a concrete jungle. That is an
Yeah.
old, cool stadium though. Just kind of sits there. They use it like once every couple weeks, basically. It's like it's kind of how I think UTSA football plays there, but like they built it to attract an NFL team, and you know what? There isn't an NFL team there, so
We're
there really
good.
not much going on. I wish the Spurs still played there. That'd be fun.
Was
Still
that
get those games there.
has that ever been a dozen answer? The Alamo Dome or Spurs at the Alamo Dome? Has Alamo Dome ever
I
been
don't know if we've
uttered on a
used Alamo
dozen?
Dome before. There was a while where a lot of NBA teams played in NFL stadiums, like the Raptors did. They
That's
did.
crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know the Pistons did for a long time. Yeah, there was like big football stadiums with basketball arenas in the middle of them. The other thing from inside Barstool World was, did you see we don't fuck with Sporcle anymore?
Oh, I know. That's devastating too.
What
I
is
was a
it?
big Sporkle guy. I think we
That is
all
the
were,
most
if you're trivia people.
2017 bullshit I've ever seen. That
I know. What the
they don't
fuck?
associate with Sporkle.
Yeah.
Jeff, can you
Very
explain what
strange.
happened?
I don't really know what I
think I know
honestly,
what happened. I think I know what happened. The Yak were going to have a Yak live from SporkleCon. They have like their own. There's fucking everyone has a con now. CinemaCon's going on, Comic Con, whatever. SporkleCon is a thing. I believe they were going to do the Yak live from SporkleCon because the Sporkle's a big part of the Yak Gauntlet at the end. Jeff's famous for doing his Yak Gauntlet, and the outcry from the Sporkle community was like, hey, you can't associate with these people. And then they put out a big statement saying, like, we have decided to listen to the Sporkle community and not allow Barstool to have an appearance at SporkleCon.
I just like that is the most like it's like 8 years ago thing.
Yeah, like Disney associates with Barstool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
we do content ads with like every big brand out there. But
also,
Sporkle
bro,
is
you're
drawing the line in the sand.
You're
Sporkle.
Sporkle, bro.
They
like,
haven't updated their website. And I mean, we're not one to throw stones in this category, but like their website looks like it's outdated. It looks like a dinosaur.
This
Like,
is gonna
I mean-
this is gonna be the funniest bottle of champagne Dave ever opens. Is Sporkle.com when they go
Can
under.
they even get on his radar though? I mean, it was
Yeah,
brought
it's
up on
true.
the on Name Show today. He was kind of like, yeah, I think I heard that. Like he doesn't even give a fuck about Sporkle.
Also, like, think about how many anybody can make a Sporkle quiz.
Mhm.
I'd be willing to bet there's a couple felons who've made a Sporkle quiz. Like, there's some
No doubt.
there's-
Danny Conrad, I think, brought up a couple ones. He's like, oh, you don't want to associate with Barstool? Why? Like, is it the Guess That Ass days? Sporkle has 1,000 Guess That Ass quizzes.
Let's I'm gonna do a quick search before I say what I'm searching. Look at this. Look at this. You know how many quizzes about tits are on this website? An amazing amount. That's inappropriate.
Probably 200,000, maybe more.
Pathetic. You're also, like, again, you're Sporkle, fun website, but like you're also your Sporkle.
Not
It's like
anymore. You know
Apple.
what's a more fun website? Daily Dozen. That's what's a more
Yep.
fun
There
website.
you go.
Hey, there's discussion about maybe making something for the Yak,
Hell yeah, good.
so they don't have to use
Sporkle killer.
they don't have to use this trash website anymore.
Good.
Quizzes.
I went on the Sporkle Reddit here thinking there might have been a groundswell of like, fuck this shit. Barstool shouldn't be allowed. There's 5,000 members they have. Like, that's nothing. And there's nothing even about it.
There's more people on the Reddit for the Blacklist, the NBC show with James Spader, one of the best Reddits of all time.
Do we have to hate Sporkle now? Like, that's
I
kind
think
of
we do.
Yeah. So it sucks. That's a big. Honestly, I know a lot of people study for the dozen using Sporkle quizzes. That's how they kind of
It's
like.
fun to pass the time. Brendan Walker makes like good reels with Sporkle. I find myself watching those when he's naming every WWF champ or something. Out the window.
Gone. Fuck
5,000 is pathetic for a website that's been around that long.
Yeah, they've been around forever.
I was actually
doing Sporkle quizzes
kidding.
in middle school.
I was actually joking. The Blacklist Reddit, the old show from NBC with James Spader, has 60,000 more people in it. The show's been on the air in like 60 years. Sporkle. Who do they think they are?
Losers.
There was that one stoolie at Sporkle that set this up, though, and he's just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. This was the perfect little, what do they call it? Engagement, advertisement. Activation. That's what they call it. Perfect activation, and now out the window.
That
This
was
close to
like
beating Big Cat. This close that person was.
your teammate in trivia, Kirk Minahan. They had a band that would perform at their live shows,
Oh yeah.
and the band didn't like one of the bits that they did, which I was there, it was in Portland, Maine, and the band, except for the lead guy, all like disassociated with the show and said no more. But the lead guy was like the big fan, and he was like, "I'll
And
quit the band,
he's
I swear." That Sporcle guy's got to be like, "No, no, they're not gonna like me
yeah.
anymore." Fuck. Uh, Unbelievable. Any other topics, any other pieces of news? Rico on the bus where he talked about that. Again,
Yeah.
not a heavy
Got
day.
ambushed today, apparently, in your great state of Texas.
He did.
Sad.
He actually, there's a buddy of mine, owned some restaurants in Texas, Hollywood. He's lives in Dallas. He was texting me. He's like, "Hey, I love Rico, love Picks. Like, I love to get him some stuff when he gets there." So he texted me. He said I showed up with breakfast tacos, and he got him to Rico. He said and Alex Stein was ambushing him.
Yeah, that's that. But
And
you know what? The breakfast tacos probably outweighed that. Like
they
Texas
probably did. Yeah,
tacos. Yeah, that sounds great.
my favorite thing about the Alex Stein thing is that canonically in Barstool history, Mincy let him in the building. Like that is like
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that's Dave
like
said on Unnamed show.
history tells that story.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is like
My
it
favorite part
doesn't
of that whole
matter.
thing was Big Ev. Remember him just putting the hood up? Big Ev just put his hood up like he wasn't going to be spotted and he was going to be unidentifiable.
I
Coming
feel like
straight
we
from
might have
his
done the
chair at
rundown
Pick
that
Central.
day. I feel like we did the rundown that day, and we were just
It
breaking
might have
down
been
all the
us.
favorite parts. That I was
There's so many good parts that Marty went right in. Marty was fucking ready to go. It was a great day at Barstool. I mean,
It's
a
my
bad day in
favorite-
that sense. Don't do that, but like a great day.
It's my favorite Mincy reaction when
Yeah.
it's
When
the
he
video
looks
of him,
back and
it's like,
realizes.
well, when they say to Mincy, they go up to him. I think it might have been Gaz. Somebody goes up and says, "Hey, I heard you let that guy in the building." He goes, "What?" Like he just does this, like
Yeah.
it's like the least convincing. Like, what? He was so upset,
Yeah,
so
that was
angry.
good stuff. Really good
Ah.
stuff.
the many faces of Mincy are pretty good. Like, I don't know if you can do a Mount Rushmore. Like when he realizes who the guy is and that face he has.
Yeah.
Then there's the box, obviously, when he opens the box up. When he realizes what he said in the Bone Thugs and Harmony song that we will not repeat here. There
When
are
he gets
some
arrested by Tommy Smokes
Yeah.
and our security team.
Yep.
one of one. That man right there. Bosco, I think said on the Unnamed show. I think Kurt brought it up. Like, he's in heaven right now. He's getting
He is. I felt bad for him till I saw him today. He's giggling. He's living life. He's the belle of the ball. Like, good for him.
he's away from the family, right? Which like,
Yeah,
hey,
a little
listen,
escape.
I got a kid upstairs screaming his brains off at my wife. It's just nice to get away for a little bit, even if it's a greyhound. It's better than this. I'll tell you boys right now. Two guys looking to get married. I don't know, maybe start a family. Greyhound bus better than a family.
I do want to end it on a little college basketball thing I saw, which is it's a college basketball story enough to impress Robbie Fox here,
Ooh.
big hoops guy. AJ Storr, this guy who plays for Wisconsin, played for Kansas last year, played for Wisconsin the year before, had a very
The
good
Jayhawks,
sophomore year.
yeah.
He's transferring again for the fourth time. This is going to be his 8th school in 8 years. He went to a place
Whoa.
called Kankakee High School in 2018-2019. Bishop Gorman, very famous school in 2019-2020. 2021, Arizona Compass. 21-22, IMG Academy. 2022-2023, St. John's. 23-24, Wisconsin. 24-25, Kansas. And now another one. That's unbelievable.
Question: how do you play for 8 years in college?
So high school was the first 4.
Oh.
There
I
are
think they
guys,
let
somebody
people
this
play
year,
for 8 years in
Caleb
college.
Love.
I know they get the extensions and
Yeah,
COVID
because of
affected that
COVID.
too. Yeah.
So he wasn't COVID impacted, but because of the portal, you can just kind of go anywhere now. 8 schools in 8 years is crazy. I bet he has. Do you think he has any friends? That's not enough time to make friends.
That's true. I didn't even think of that.
Probably not. No.
Every
And,
time,
like,
every time he gets like one like friendship going, he's like, "I'm out. I gotta go."
and even if you get a good friendship going, that was 4 schools ago. That I mean, like,
yeah,
you're not keeping in touch with that guy like you are normal friends.
Is he
So
good?
it's just-
Is he going to make the league?
he had a horrible year. Horrible. He was the prize transfer last year, and Kansas had one of their worst years ever under Bill Self, and he was bad this year. I can see him bouncing back, but that is 8 moves like that in 8 years. Imagine moving into a new spot on a college campus
Ugh.
8 times in a row because he went to like IMG Academy, Bishop, like he went to high schools that are essentially
Yeah.
colleges, like in
Yeah,
terms of how
like
they
dorms
operate.
and yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my God, that is just.
I transferred after my freshman year, and I transferred to a place where like one of my best friends was living, and it still was a tough transition. And granted, like I'm not like the basketball player and have like that built-in like click everywhere you go, but still 8 fucking times. And in high school, man, like I don't want to ever move here. Jeff, you were a nomad growing up, right? Like you
Yeah,
were all over the
moved a
place.
lot. It's the
That's
worst thing.
tough.
Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing, nothing. I hate more than packing boxes. It is the worst.
Ugh. I'm
It's
probably moving this
endless.
summer. I'm already dreading it.
Hmm.
Literally already dreading, like, oh, we're probably gonna have to friggin' pack everything up again. Yeah, it's the worst.
I
He's
hope he
probably
gets
had
drafted.
that. No, you go, Jeff. You go.
No, so I hope he gets drafted, and then on his first when his first season in the NBA ends, he's like, "All right, I'm out, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Where do I go
do I,
now?
yeah, what do I do?"
He has to get a U-Haul NIL, right? Like, how's that not been done
Yes,
already?
Yeah,
yes.
that's a good idea.
8 schools in 8 years. That is crazy.
Hey, every time he's
Um,
probably like, is the NBA worth packing yet again? And he probably thinks it every single
right.
time.
Yeah.
Jeez, and I wonder. I don't think there's no way he'll get an extension. I don't think but that is just crazy. Oh, nuts. All right.
Um, next. Oh fuck, never mind. Take this. I thought it was tomorrow and Saturday, but it's next week. They're doing Friday, Saturday from no. When the fuck
No,
is
it is tomorrow. It's
it's
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Yeah, no,
The last
you're
four
right.
teams are playing tomorrow.
Jeez
Yeah,
Louise,
San
yeah, Friday,
Antonio.
Saturday,
Friday,
Bosco,
Saturday from
Big Cat Titus.
yeah, Dave, Rico, Big Cat, Titus from somewhere in San Antonio.
Like a Barstool Live type show. Yeah.
Barstool Live, yeah, talking
Cool.
about the people say it's going to be a great Final Four, one of the worst tournaments ever.
Oh, hated it.
As a tournament historian, I mean, bracket on my wall,
Oh
like
yeah.
I mean,
Whiteboard bracket.
I hate saying it, but this tournament stinks. It stinks. And the last couple years weren't that great either. Last year was not great either. And I'm saying someone who won, my team won last year, but this year all time bad. So hopefully, I mean, people are like it's
Hopefully
going to be
water
great. Like
finds its level.
yeah,
Turns
maybe.
around. All-time Final Four approaching.
I
Jeff,
think
I
Duke
got
is so much better than everybody that I don't think it's gonna. I think they're gonna beat the shit out of both teams that they play, and it's not gonna matter.
I got to ask you, Jeff, as someone that has like over the last few years kind of like fallen a little out, still will watch the tournament, and when it hits, it hits. But like I'm like, is it because I'm older? But I just feel like it has lost some of the magic in the last like 5 to 10 years. I don't know if it's the way the conferences have moved around. Obviously, the coaches retire. NIL has made players not staying in the same place, but it just doesn't feel as good. It still has its moments, but as like a diehard like you, even for you, is it like a little bit other than your team winning the fucking championship 2 years in a row? Has it like lost a little bit of the luster?
In terms of like I mean, like I still love like I watch one for my team, but two for upsets and buzzer beaters, and like we haven't gotten a lot of buzzer beaters. I haven't got a lot of great games, or even games that come down to last like 10 seconds. Like they've been just some
Yeah.
bad games, and that's part of it. I think the underdog thing is going to kind of rear its head. There were a couple close calls this year where things could have flipped one way or the other. That happens. 2007, there were 2 upsets in the entire first round, and then I mean, a couple years ago, 16 was like it. I don't think the NIL thing's going to kill that. I think it might make it a little less likely for a little bit, but like Robbie just said, it will level out. Like there will be a leveling of that. But I don't know. I also think there's a little bit to the whole everything is just it's all just so corporate and so like everything is now a thing, right? Kind of like the
Hmm.
NFL. Like the NFL, the draft, it doesn't have the same lore to me anymore. The combine, like schedule release is a thing. Like everything is this thing and it's sponsored. Like I don't know. Like it just feels like there's just less like magic in that sense. Where like when you find out about that underdog team that you've never heard of, like it felt more organic. Everything just doesn't feel as organic nowadays. Maybe that's a jaded take on it, but that's for me like beyond just the upsets. Like that's kind of how I feel about it. Maybe it's
No,
like
I'm with you too. With the NFL, this is the least I've cared in the NFL, and me because my team's been dog shit for the last decade, give or take, for that whole time. But it definitely, it's like yeah, like you said, like some of the magic just seems to be gone, and I don't know if it's a corporate thing or whatever. But hey,
the
hope for
NFL. The
best.
NFL side of it's way worse to me because I just like I don't know. Maybe because I'm getting older, there's other things I care about more. That could very well be the case too. But even like NFL honors, just, I'm like I don't care about the NFL award. It's like just everything's just so all right. Like we get it. Like all right, yep. The
I will
draft is
say
3
this.
days. Like all right, come
Yeah.
on.
I will say this though. Barstool always has a way for stuff just to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen with Bosco down in San Antonio, but something's happening that's going to be like an all time. I just feel like it's in the air. He's feeling himself really good. But then, like, Dave never loses. So somehow, and I guess Dave won by getting him on the bus. But it just feels like Bosco's flying too high, riding a 50-hour bus ride. And somehow, like, the
Somehow.
Barstool guys have to, like, take his knees out again. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm a Bosco guy riding forever. But it should be fun. So tune in.
I hope the
San
party's
Antonio.
good. Hope it's a good
Yes.
party.
Oh, it's got to be. Yeah,
I
yeah.
got him.
It
Oh,
better be.
canceled? It doesn't. If it gets canceled, there's
No,
something
don't
wrong.
even say the C word. Don't even say the C
Apologize.
word.
But look, they bleep that in post production.
They can't find his credential. He can't get in. That would be very funny. All right, that's it for Robbie, for Clem, for part of my cheesesteak, and of course the great smelling. Rico's gonna smell great at the pump party. Every man Jack. That's one thing. Guarantee you'll smell great.
Yeah.
Jeff D. Lowe
Jeff D. question. How long of a shower would you take after a 57-hour bus ride? Like
35
2.5
minutes
hours?
minimum. 35 minutes minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then probably again 20 minutes later.
You never stop feeling dirty after getting off that bus. You just always
I know, and I'm a anti-bus guy. Like, no. Like I don't no, would never happen. I would just, if I was Rico, I would have been like, I don't like college basketball anymore. I'm kidding. I like Alabama. Like this was all a joke. Like I hate it. I don't like my family hates it. I don't want to associate. That's what I would have said.
Yeah. All right.
I would have texted NATO, it's fuck off. I would have done that for Dave. Like, see, I don't like him anymore. I'm out. I don't want to go.
Thank you guys.